Hello, good morning, friends. This is Shivakkumar here. As a part of the EWM video series, actually part 4. Today we are going to see the ERP, ECC, and EWM integration. So let's move on to the topic. So in this page, we are discussing about ERP and EWM warehouse linkage. To provide the linkage between this inventory management application in SAP ERP system and the warehousing functionality in EWM, we need to do certain configuration settings to be done in the ERP side first, and then actually also in EWM side. These settings, that is in this link interface settings or integration settings, allow the system to determine the warehouse management relevancy based on the plant and storage location information in source documents such as inbound and outbound delivery documents. Okay, so these are the documents which carries the data right between ERP and EWM. So in addition to the warehouse management relevancy, these settings are used to determine the EWM warehouse that will be used for the processing. Uh, so here this picture shows an ERP having having document data, that is deliveries, inbound deliveries, outbound deliveries, then inventory stock movements. So everything will be once posted, it will trigger an update to the EWM through the QRFC. So data will be flowing through QRFC and reaches SAP EWM. And we have here, for example, let us take the example, the system source name will be T90 client 090 client 800, and for EWM actually they mentioned APO client 800 client 800. So all this delivery related inbound deliveries and outbound deliveries once posted in VL31N, and then actually we have VL01 for outbound. So all this once posted, then actually it will be transported to the EWM. So you already told actually inbound delivery request and outbound delivery note, everything that will be updated. That will update the EWM. The stock movements, parallel stock movements also transferred to the QRFC, and stock data will be updated. And normally actually the ERP stock data and EWM stock data to be matched, right? So if there is normal, these issues will come actually when in a live EWM projects. If there is an integration with the ERP, the mismatch of stocks, ERP and EWM stocks will happen. At that time, we need to adjust the stocks, correct the stocks differences between the two system, and make the two system to be the stock quantity to be equal. Okay, so all this mean the say for example HUs are created in ERP, so the HUs will be transported to EWM through the QRFC only. This through the these queues only. Okay, that is the important thing. So here, as already told, actually, I am showing the ERP and EWM system architecture or organization structure. So plant is at the topmost level. Then the storage locations are assigned to the plant, and then we have this arrow system assigned to the plant and storage combination. As already told, we can check the assignment of plant and storage location to warehouse in the OX18 transaction in ECC. So here actually in EWM system, we are assigning the ECC warehouse to the EWM warehouse. ECC warehouse, I told it is 3 code, and then EWM is a 4 code. Okay. So there must be an intermediate warehouse created in the standard WM defined in the table. This intermediate warehouse represents the EWM warehouse in the ERP, okay, ERP system. After the intermediate warehouse is created, The warehouse is assigned to the plant and storage location that are used to represent the inventory management stock balances of the materials or products managed in EWM warehouse. In the interface customizing setting, right, in Spro, in the ERP system, the intermediate warehouse is assigned to the EWM warehouse and the relevant configuration settings are made as illustrated in the picture I have given. In addition to the configuration settings, linking the ERP intermediate warehouse to the EWM warehouse, a distribution model, right? That is B. We are. I hope actually those who are already into ECC, they can easily understood. So we have the BD64 transaction for setting up the distribution model between the two systems. So if you want to connect the ECC to yes, earlier those who worked in SRM can know ECC SRM integration, ECC APO, ECC now actually ECC EWM, everything knows actually. But I think actually in nowadays actually everybody is working on EWM, and the population of consultants in EWM is still growing on. Okay, right? Actually, so everybody knows that there is nothing new in that presentation. So we are using BD64 distribution model. So to set up the linkage between the source and the destination systems to ensure the transfer of ERP delivery data to and from EWM system. So the transfer of transactional data is between to and fro. It is transferred from ECC to EWM also, and once a document is updated in EWM, so the same data will be will update the delivery, right? Actually, so if it is confirmed, if it is confirmed in EWM, then an update will be sent to ECC for delivery update. Okay, so the same status will be updated in ECC also. So that's what the main aim is, to synchronize both the system. Okay, so here actually, as per the configuration is concerned, so we have E00 and E01 are the EWM warehouse defined, and actually which is assigned to the plant and storage location combination in ECC. So from that actually description it is shown as it's an intermediate warehouse actually defined in the ECC. So it is linked to the EWM warehouse, that is E100 and E101. So here actually E00 is linked to E100, E01 is linked to E0101. So here the chain, that is assignment of warehouse to the warehouse number of the decentralized system. So EWM is a decentralized system. As already told, is a ECC, and this is EWM. And then actually we have the extended warehouse management overview. So we have actually following configuration fields. So warehouse, what is the exact description, and the external WM, what is the exact nomenclature. So distribution, whether it is a distribution immediately or at some time difference is there. So all these things actually serialized or asynchronous, all these related setups are there. So here actually to create a distribution model, so we need to customize the transfer of data between ERP and EWM. So we need to give EWM's logical system name, right? That is APO client 100 will be the EWM's logical system. So distribution model view is EWM. Okay. So both the inbound and outbound delivery to be transferred. So I gave both, and action to create entries. Okay, not to check. First we need to create a entry. So you can see the EWM systems name, and then actually this is an ECC sender, right? This is a source system ECC, and this receiver is a EWM system. Okay, and object type, actually which are the document types to be transferred based on the object type. So bus 216 to 215, SCP, LIKP, all these things actually we are giving. So warehouse number, this is the ECC warehouse number, and the protocol the system is checking, it is showing okay, so the linkage is achieved properly. Okay. So EWM integration settings. Okay, in the EWM system there are integration related settings that must be made to complete the link between ERP and EWM system. In addition, there are integration related to control parameters. Okay. Okay, that is next point. We need to first we need to link the ERP and EWM. Then we have this control parameters that can be set to indicate various data transfer options between EWM system and ERP system at the warehouse level. So here actually we need to follow the control parameter setting. So own business system, see that is SCM 800. The systems stores the business system. Okay, business system in the document flow tables of the cross system and cross partner document flow. Okay, the business system is a system key that means that must be defined in the system landscape directory SLD. Actually, normally whenever the document flows, it will update the tables, respective tables. So cross system data tables and the partners will be flown between two different systems. Okay, so we can define that in the system landscape directory. So we are giving a buffer for as a system landscape directory to define the two business systems. Okay, so ERP 800, what is that is a is an ERP one, and having flag set even as sorry, ERP 800, where logical system is at 290. So manual maintenance if required, then we are setting flags at event as occurred. So if we are having two different ECC system, so warehouse actually we 800 and 801, and SCM that is EWM business system, that is SCM system. So we are giving the EWM's logical systems APO client 100. So respective settings to be maintained. This mapping is necessary for the ERP to EWM business system because the delivery documents sent from ERP system to EWM system contain only the logical system number of the ERP system. So if you check the data transfer between the systems, you can see the reference logical system only. It will show T90 client 100, APO client 800, like that only it will show. Okay, based on that only we can know, okay, this is from ECC and this is from EWM system. So it will help you to identify the data originated from particular system to the destination system. Since EWM stores a business system in the warehouse request document, it must use this table to map the logical system to the business system. Okay, that is important. Business system is very important. So, in many warehouse request document, it is carrying the business system details. Okay, so to identify and useful for the business to get into the exact document flow. We have, because actually in normal ECC and EWM queues, right, in the data model, we have many queues, and it is very difficult to identify the particular document flow related to particular delivery or warehouse order or warehouse request, like that. So we need some kind of identification. So to complete the mapping of ERP intermediate warehouse and the EWM warehouse, we already defined the SLD document. I mean SLD directory. So we need to further update the tables in the EWM interfaces. Okay. So here you map the business system, the ERP intermediate warehouse and EWM warehouse. So the business system is ERP 800, and this is ECC 3-digit warehouse number, and this is EWM 4-digit warehouse number. Okay, this is very useful for the ERP intermediate warehouse and the EWM warehouse mapping to complete the entire integration. Okay. So system, what are the different types of system connection settings in ERP? Okay, so we need to define the name of the logical system as already told, and assign the logical system to the client. Okay, and specify the APO release, set up RFC destinations. I mean, I hope actually those who already worked in the system connection, right? Normally, basis and functional team will coordinate with each other. So once basis complete the RFCs and everything, the functional team can coordinate with the basis, right? So for setting the RFC destinations and everything, sometimes technical team also can work with basis. Okay, and then setting the target system and queue type, setting up the QRFC communication, right? QRFC is nothing but we have SMQ1, SMQ2 queues, right? So if the above settings are very important, and determining the RFC destination for method calls in RFC, and also the timing of the queues also can be determined, right? Actually, we have a lot of settings related to queue, ECC, and now it is EWM. Okay. So from EWM systems, what are the settings required? Assigning a logical system to the client, the same way we did for WM. In WM, actually, we need to define the target system, and here in EWM, we need to define the ECC source system. Okay, that is the logical system to be mapped to the client. Naming the logical system for connecting to the SAP ERP ECC system, and defining RFC destination same way we did for WM. So maintaining business system groups, assigning logical systems and queue types, determining RFC destination for method calls in EWM, maintaining the QRFC monitor, that is scheduler settings in EWM, maintaining QRFC monitor queue out scheduler settings in EWM, defining the separate business systems. Okay, so we have two different boxes, so we need to define this business system to the logical system. All these things are required, right? Defining the business system, defining the outbound communication, setting control parameters for ERP version control, so defining warehouse numbers and then mapping warehouse numbers, that is ECC to EWM, and defining the availability groups. So these are very important. Okay. So that data transfer settings in ERP. So here assigning the intermediate warehouse number to the EWM warehouse number. Intermediate is ECC warehouse number. Create and activate integration model in ERP for plant, shipping point, plant vendor, and plant customer, right? So already told a plant, shipping point, and then we have the master data, the that is vendor and the plant and the customer. So in EWM, this vendor and the customer can be created as a business partner. So configuration settings in EWM after data transfer. Okay. So after data transfer, what are the configurations to be verified or to be done at the EWM side? Check the data transfer, enhance the BP, that is what for our vendor and customer I told. So we need to create and change or modify the BP as required. Creating the supply chain unit, and then create supply chain unit hierarchy, assign warehouse number. Okay, and then map storage location from ERP to EWM, activate BC sets, copy the warehouse number customization, create number ranges for each document. So we have different document types in EWM. So IDR, ODN, warehouse request, warehouse task, then actually warehouse order, wave number. All this requires a number range, right? Same like ECC, we have the different document types in EWM, and also we have this delivery numbers and everything. So we need to define all the number ranges in the EWM for the EWM documents, and then create the storage bins. Same like that. Actually, we have either we can do manually or we have the transaction SCWM slash LST. After doing that, then we create the bins. This for bin definitions, right? Bin what you call bin parameters. And so here I'm giving this configuration assignment. So assign plan to the company code. So we are here actually we are defining the company code to plan or plan to company code assignment, and then assign sales organization to distribution channel. We are defining the shipping point here. These are done in ECC side. So assign shipping point to plan. Okay, that is the next step. And then assign purchase organization to plant. Okay, these are the standard thing. And then as a master data, we are creating the material, vendor, purchase order, goods receipt. So we need to ensure the material accounting documents are created properly, and then actually we have the customer and the sales order, outbound delivery, goods issues for the outbounds. So here also we need to check for the material and accounting documents are created. This is for outbound. So system connection settings in ERP. So we need to define the name of other logical systems. So I don't want to describe again and again. T90 client 100. This one I already told. This is for ECC, and APO client for EWM client for the logical system. So assign logical system to client. Okay. So we have this client 100. What is the exact city name? All these things. Then specify APO release. Okay. So what is the exact version of APO release? So this is 70, and the system type is SAP CMB. So logical system, and setup RFC destination. So RFC destination is EWM client 890, and connection to web connection, and RFC we described here, and then target host SCM server 7. Okay. So here setting the target system and queue type. Okay. And we need to determining the RFC destination for method calls in ERP, that is BD97. So all these are logical and system line setup. Okay. And maintain a QRFC method for queue in scheduler settings in transaction is some QR. So currently it is showing inactive scheduler status. Once scheduled, it becomes active. Okay. So fine. So then maintaining the QRFC monitor queue out scheduler setting in ERP SMQS transaction. Okay. So you can see the system, I mean target all the logical system definitions, whether it is currently active or not, and what is the server name, same server 7, and ERP integration, and registering the display programs for application in ERP some QE. Okay, so this is where the queues will be appearing. Okay, so we have this is CF, CAF, and then delivery DLV delivery, and EWM related documents QM star. So all this related to particular document type or related to the data transfer. Okay, these are called queues. Okay. So we have SM, Q1, Q2 to check the queues between EACs and EWM. So warehouse connection settings in ERP. So assignment of warehouse number to plant and storage location. Okay. So here this storage locations is created and assigned to the plant. The warehouse definition, assignment of plant and warehouse to plant and storage location, assignment shipping point to plant. So it's same thing, whatever I told, right? And maintaining shipping point assignment to plant. So assigning goods receiving point for the inbound delivery, maintaining extended warehouse management specific parameters. So we have different types of parameters we need to maintain here, and then defining the queue for the extended warehouse management. So these are the queues: queue type, inbound, outbound queue. So all this required, and logging sent and received message. Okay, log send, log success plus error message, log received. So success plus error message both need to be sent. Okay, so registering the navigation from the queue. Okay, so we need to register. Once clicking that and then execute, it will register. And then generational distribution model from ERP to EWM. So you need to give the ECC EWM, ECC warehouse number, and then EWM's logical destination number, and then distribution model view. Okay, so for this is for delivery. So here they have given the all the model views, sender which system is sending, which sender which system is receiving, and then what is the method and object type required, bus 2 to 2015, LIKP for delivery changes. So requisition changes, same SPE, LIKP. So all these things will come into picture. Okay, and this is the easy warehouse and the protocol. After checking, it is showing okay, and defining the delivery speed by the warehouse. Okay, so here what is the delivery document type? Okay, and so normally this based on the delivery types, the delivery split happens in the warehouse. So it is activated delivery split by the warehouse numbers. Say actually we have two different warehouse numbers, then split will be two. Okay, and delivery split for warehouse numbers as per the delivery type. So here actually delivery type PL is defined, and then actually shipping notification, the delivery split with the warehouse number is activated here, and delivery split with the warehouse number again actually this was already discussed. Okay, so we need to activate this following BC sets. Okay, so for material master setup and additional EWM fields, we need to use this SPE material underscore screens global shipping setup for EWM, that is SPE VSHP, and then compliance and returns customizing include QM catalogs and application link enabling process codes for communication with SCM supplier network, right? SNC supplier network collaborations, right? For that, actually, we are using SPE slash SPM underscore returns underscore shipped underscore IMG. Then proof of delivery POD, right? POD customizing and output control in case of SD or availability check SPE underscore ESTO underscore discrepancies, and TCD customizing and output control, that is SPE transportation underscore cross underscore doc, and output types for POD, TCD, and STO process. So SPE slash TNAPR. Okay. So system by WM connection settings in EWM. So name of the logical systems. Okay, this is the name of the logical systems, and so we have defined all these things. This is ECC1 and EWM1. Assign logical systems to the client. Okay, the same whatever steps be done for ECC, same to be done for EWM to establish a successful connection. Okay, set up RFC destination. We already did in ECC, right? The same thing to be achieved here. So user is RFC user, and password status is saved. Okay, so determining the RFC destination for method calls in EWM BT97, and maintaining the business system group. Okay, and then assign logical systems and queue type. So what is the exact business system, logical system, all these things we need to define for inbound queues or outbound queues. All these things we need to define. The role is not defined as per that. So maintaining the QRFC matter, QN scheduler settings in EWM, transaction SM QR. Okay, so these are the queue names: DLV, EWM related, QA related, WM related. All these things will come. So maintain QRFC monitor for queue out scheduler settings in EWM. So for outbound to the EWM and it is sent to the ECC, we need to set a queue out scheduler. Okay. So here it is our system T90 ECC. So define own business systems. So this is our EWM client 890 is our own business system. Define the business system. So this is our system name and assign to this one, logical systems and business system definition, and the control for RFC queues. Okay, inbound queue or outbound queue, mass queue deactivation. So all these things. If any aggregation of queues is required, so here actually we have this no aggregation queues. So queues are not aggregated. Okay, and the mass queue deactivation is not also selected. So define warehouse number. So we need to define in EWM side also. Map the warehouse number from ERP system to EWM, ECC, and this one is EWM. So business system source system, and then define the availability group, right? With respect to the each warehouse, availability group 01 for this warehouse. So we have this defined delivery type for ERP. Okay, we need to define in the EWM side. Cross docking, so IID RE doc, goods input away ID REC doc. Okay, like that. Define non-location dependent stock type. Okay, so we have the blocked stock, unrestricted stock in quality inspection, blocked stock determination. So all these are required to assign to the warehouse EWM. So configuration of stock type. Okay, so we have blocked in put away, block in warehouse. So customs free in put away. So each indicator will define the respective stock type. Scrapping stock in QA, unrestricted use for production, unrestricted use for warehouse issues. Okay, all these things free for cross docking. Then data transfer settings in ERP, right? Assign warehouse number to the warehouse number of the decentralized SAP system. Okay, so the same here, whatever we discussed already. Create plan that is below this. Create plant vendor and the plant customer. We need to do the respective changes, right? Same thing. Then material independent objects there. So we need to define that. So customer shipping points, vendors. Okay, I think actually no explanation. But these are configuration settings. So creation integration model, that is model I generate IM related. Generate IM related, right? That is integration model. So integration model is generated for the target type EM client 890 and application is FP2. So yeah, we need to set a filter for that client, customer, vendor, shipping points, and everything. So activate integration model CFM2. So these are the standard one, and I think need to describe all these things. Configuration settings for EWM after data transfer, right? I already told. Check actually locations are created. For your, we need to use SAP APO LOC3 transaction. BP for vendor and the customer, right? So these are important. Master data. SUD, SUI told SU. Display partner data. Configuration setting for SAP SCM after transfer. Okay. So transactions for creating supply chain unit, right? For the warehouse is SMSCMB slash SUMAIN. Okay. So INB for warehouse. And if it is business attribute, PLOC for planning location. Door means that we need to use this code. Door. So creating supply chain unit hierarchy. Okay. SCMB slash SCUHIER main. Okay. So we are giving the business attributes R1 and SO related supply chain unit we created business attribute for we are giving supply chain unit we are giving and enhancing the business partners per plans, right? Actually I told after creation we need to modify or enhance based on the business requirement. So this is the way we need to find the particular partner, or before creating the BP number we need to follow some steps in BP. So it is somewhat different from the ECC vendor master and customer master. It looks somewhat complex also, I can say, for the fresher to work on that. Assign warehouse, right? Okay. So mapping storage location from ERP system to EWM. Okay. So the same thing we have done. We are mapping everything here. So copying the warehouse customering data if required. Okay. Not required is mandatory. So source to destination warehouse number we are copying. Normally we are in ECC we are doing 001 or 1000 for defining the warehouse copy, right? Or plant, right? Same like we need to do that. This is a standard one, and from that we are copying our creating the new warehouse. So create the warehouse numbers, right? So warehouse I already told, right? Warehouse task, warehouse document. Then for wave warehouse order, consolidation groups, that is value added service order, indirect labor task, physical inventory documents, intervals for to warehouse number. So everything can be set here. Number ranges. Then create storage bins for staging base. Okay, that is important. GR zone is 90, GA zone is 920. So we have this storage types created for the GR and GA zones. Test the system integration and warehouse integration. So we need to first as a part of the step create we need to create a parts, create vendor and a customer, shift them core interface. Shift means core interface, I told. Shift them to EWM, create PO and inbound delivery in ECC and check whether it is properly transported to EWM. Check the inbound documents in EWM. Once transferred, create sales order and outbound delivery for outbound transaction. Check the outbound relevant docs in EWM after updating the outbound delivery is updated in the EWM. So these are the prerequisite check after doing system integration, warehouse configuration and related warehouse configuration are done. So here, for example, actually, I already told the company code, controlling area, plant, shipping point, purchase organization. These are done in ECC side. Okay, and I think I'm done with my part of the fourth series video. Thanks for watching. In this video, we have I mean, we have seen that the logical system definitions, system integration, then warehouse related settings in both ECs and EWM, and what are the post settings required after the data transfer. So we need to check after the post data transfer. We need to check the inbound deliveries are properly there in EWM, and outbound deliveries are properly updated. So we need to check both the inbound and outbound queues are for the successful data transfer and I mean EWM system operations. Okay, thanks for watching my video.